Nebraska's unemployment rate remains low.
But what does that mean for local economic development? Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Marlena Thornton has more for us in our story. Marlena?
The current state unemployment rate is 3.3%, which is still lower than the national number, which is under 5%. While the low rate is good news, it does present a challenge for local employers. Nebraska's new unemployment numbers have came out, and they're pretty much unchanged. The state still sits a bit above 3%, which is lower than the current national average of 4.7%. But the low rate does present a unique problem for local companies. It makes it harder for them to attract talent.
It just makes things a little more difficult. We have to be a little more competitive among the employers in Lincoln.
Lincoln's unemployment was 2.8% at the end of last year. The rate isn't the best signal for incoming employers. It usually signifies that there are fewer workers for jobs available. The Lincoln Chamber of Commerce says they work with those businesses to get more data. It says the figures aren't necessarily indicative of the actual workforce, like potential area college and university graduates.
We do have ways that we approach that and work with companies and have been successful in showing them that there is a pipeline of talent.
Some economic leaders say underemployment is a bigger issue than unemployment in Lincoln. There are about 3,000 to 4,000 jobs open in Lincoln, and we've seen an increase of 15,000 over the past 5 years.
It's hard to reach and find employees when they're not necessarily looking for you.
Both Fire Spring and the Chamber say even with these low rates, local job seekers and future corporations should know that there are still opportunities in the capital city. As we said, the national unemployment rate is 4.7%. That's lower than what it was in early 2010 when it was nearly 10%.
So good news there. Thank you, Marlena, for the story.
Time for